Look at these approvals. These are some 0% business cards and no doc BLOCs our clients got approved for in the last 60 days or so. And in this video, I'm gonna share all the data points with you on how to get approved with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is quietly handing out no doc business lines of credit up to 150K. And when you stack this the right way, you could get 300K to 350K in total funding from one bank. We've even been able to get $100,000 Wells Fargo personal loan with no docs, no income verification as well. And none of this is theory, guys. These are real data points from our real clients. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit with Colin, and I served 8 years in the Marine Corps, got out, went ahead to start my own 8-figure business funding company and credit repair company. Since then, my team and I have helped entrepreneurs secure more than $90 million in funding. And we're currently getting over $4 million a month in approvals of 0% cards and business lines of credit. This channel is your go-to source for leveraging credit, building relationships with banks, and getting access to high limit funding, as every data point we share is coming from real approvals from our clients, not guesswork like all these YouTube gurus who are just regurgitating false information and copying each other. Also, guys, drop any and every question you have in the comments below. I'll personally be answering each and every one of them, and share your experience with your fellow YouTubers. Let us know in the comments. Don't gatekeep if you've been approved, what the data points were, and what happened. We're all a team. It's us versus them, guys. It's us, the consumers, hardworking Americans trying to start a business, scale a business, build wealth for our family, versus them, versus the banks making billions of dollars in interest off of junk fees and things like that. And we win by knowing how to run the play. So let's walk through exactly how to run the play on Wells Fargo and get approved in this credit game. So Wells Fargo tends to pull Experian. It's a relationship-based bank. You got to open the checking account if you want the card or the BLOC. And they currently offer up to 150K for those 2 years in business on a business line of credit. And for those under 2 years in business, up to 50K. This is an unsecured product, no collateral. It does not report to your personal credit. It's revolving credit. You can use it, pay it off, use it again and again for things like real estate flips, Burr, Section 8, Airbnb, e-commerce, agencies, marketing, payroll, just general working capital. And this is the kind of liquidity you want on hand going into a downturn or a bad economy, or even just instant dry powder when real estate deals or business deals go on sale. Now, the catch is 99% of people do this wrong, but when you set it up right, you can get this approval, no problem. Now, for the full 150K no doc line, here's what we're seeing as the realistic target profile. You got to have on your Experian Bureau, which they pull, a 740 plus ideally. 720 is like the floor. Don't really bother if you're below 720, work on optimizing. Again, time in business, 2 years plus for the 150K program, under 2 years for up to 50K, right? And this is generally going to be a no doc program. For business credit, you want Experian business of 80, SBSS of 180 plus. Done's not required. 80 plus helps your SBSS score. And you can build all of this just by getting your NAV Prime, and eCredible. That'll build your business credit. For the relationship, Wells Fargo wants it. You got to open the business checking account, right? And some bankers will tell you got to wait 60 days for the card. Others will let you apply same day. Some will say 6 to 9 months for the BLOC. Others will let you apply same day. So your mileage may vary. You're going to want to call multiple branches, speak with multiple business bankers, and see who can get you approved. We get approved all the time. Same day, 35K BLOC, right? And then we have clients that are told 6 to 9 months. They call around to a different branch. This is going to be super critical if you want to get approved. They also have a Wells Fargo business credit card, Signify card at 0% for 12 months. It's not required, but it also helps if you get a personal checking account, savings account with them, right? And remember, guys, you are not walking in just asking for 150K, right? You're going into a Wells Fargo branch, asked to speak with a branch manager, business relationship manager, or just a business banker. You're going to want to bring your articles of organization, your EIN letter, your operating agreement, your driver's license, a little bit of cash for the deposits, pretty much any core business documents and things like that, right? And again, what you really want to say is, I'd like to open a business checking account and establish a relationship with Wells Fargo and apply for some business lending. We're not leading with, just give me 150K BLOC, right? And now when they open the account, Wells Fargo will typically do a soft credit check on your Experian Bureau. And based on that, some people are getting instant pre-approved, right? For a Wells Fargo Signify card, 0% for 12 months. The limit's typically 10 to 30 grand. Unless you have a personal Wells Fargo relationship, then we're seeing 30 to 60K. It's stated income, it's no doc, often 0% for 12 months. And if you get that business card pre-approval, you can take it unless you prefer a BLOC. Some branches will let you apply for both BLOC and card in the same day. Some branches will say one or the other. You have to pick just the BLOC of the card, and then 60 to 90 days later, you can get the second product. Again, the banker is going to be critical on how much funding you get. You're going to want to call around, interview these bankers. Now, for the next 100 days, if you want the 150K BLOC, you're going to want to run deposits through Wells Fargo, typically 10 to 30 grand plus per month in deposits. You could possibly funnel funds from other 0% approvals here to make a strong case for getting this large BLOC. More is better. You're signaling real business activity. Now, you're going to want to stack products with Wells Fargo too, not just a business checking, but possibly the merchant account really helps, and that Wells Fargo business Signify card, using it, paying it off, etc. That's how you build that internal credit score with them, right? Not just chasing the limit. And that's why I keep saying this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're dating the bank before you ask them for that 150K, guys. Now, after around 100 days, this is about 3 to 4 months or so of strong deposits, using the card, maybe multiple products like the merchant processor. If you got that clean personal credit 720 to 740 plus on Experian, plus 2 years plus in business, you can go back in that branch, speak with your relationship manager, let her know, hey, we built a solid relationship over the last 3 to 4 months. I'd like to apply for the maximum unsecured business line of credit. Now, behind the scenes, they're looking at your Experian business score and personal score, depending on the region, sometimes TransUnion or even Equifax. They're looking at the SBSS score as well. They're looking at your Wells Fargo bank rating, deposit history, usage, your overall business compliance and presence. And if all that lines up, that's where we're seeing 75 to 150K approvals with no docs. Now, here's why a lot of people don't get 150K. Too many recent accounts, inquiries on the personal side loaded with new cards in the past 6 to 12 months, business credit with a bunch of fresh inquiries. Aim for no more than 2 to 3 accounts in the last 6 months when going for any kind of big funding, guys. Weak credit profile, even if your score looks okay, if you have low limits under, 5K, 10K, or a thin file with not enough trade lines, no history of high limit personal cards like 15,000 plus, banks lend based on the resume or your credit profile more than just your credit score, guys. If your business isn't compliant, your LLC info doesn't match across Secretary of State, IRS, bank documents, your website, your Google business, all of those things. You want a good business address like your home address. You want to stay away from, virtual offices or PO boxes. Wells Fargo does not like that. You're asking for 150K in funding. Your business needs to look and feel like a real business. If your business is too new, obviously you're not going to get the 150K BLOC. Under 6 to 12 months can sometimes be a little bit of a high risk too. We see smaller 15 to 35K BLOCs. If you're going for that large BLOC, you definitely want to build business credit. No Experian business file or SBSS. You generally won't get above a 50K BLOC with Wells Fargo. Now, behind the scenes, they're looking at your Experian personal score. Again, depending on the geo, sometimes TransUnion, Equifax. They're looking at your Experian business, your SBSS, your Wells Fargo bank rating deposits, history, usage, NSF incidents. Avoid these. Overall relationship strength, your business compliance, entity matches across all systems, real business address, online presence, and legitimacy. Now, here's how the big boy plays stack up. Wells Fargo BLOC up to 150K. That's the goal. Unsecured, relationship-based, no doc if you've got everything dialed in that we just talked about. The Wells Fargo Business Platinum Card all the way up to $50,000, often no doc, stated income with a 0% APR. And like I told you guys, Wells Fargo Personal Loan, you could actually get up to $100,000 soft pull pre-qual online, then hard pull when you accept it. One of the best reasons for this loan is home improvement or a big medical expense. And the terms go all the way up to 84 months. At that point, you're at 150K BLOC, 50K card, 100K personal loan. That's $300,000 in funding tied to the business plus owner. Then you can optionally add a Wells Fargo personal 0% card like the Reflect, and the goal would be all the way up to 50K 0%, up to 18 months for that card too, putting you all the way up to that potential 350K range. Now, here's an advanced play if you're married and you have a spouse with strong credit profile, or if you have a PG partner, you can always mirror this play under their profile too and get double the funding. But that's an advanced case-by-case strategy. You really got to know what you're doing. Most people will keep paying 20 25% interest on personal cards, never building business credit, never building bank relationships, never learning any of these data points. And that's exactly how the banks want it. But us, on our side of the table, we build 700 plus credit. We use no doc business credit plus lines. We stack 0% interest. We deploy into cash flowing assets and businesses, real estate and investments. And that's how you leverage debt to escape the rat race, ladies and gentlemen. Quick recap, guys. Wells Fargo is a nationwide lender offering 0% business cards, no doc personal loans up to 100 grand, no doc business lines of credit up to 150K, and even a new business line of credit up to 50K. They pull Experian, and the best way to apply is opening a business checking in person and finding the right banker to run you for the new business line of credit and a business card combo in the same day, or getting the card outright, season in the business checking account for 3 to 4 months to go for that large 50 to 150K no doc business line of credit. As always, guys, links for credit repair and business funding are in the pinned comment and the description below. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments below. Share some sauce with your fellow subscribers. If you ran this play, let us know what's up, and be sure to like and subscribe, guys. It's Credit with Colin. See you guys on the next one.